Hi everybody, and welcome back to a new edition of Inside the Eagles Nest. I'm David Griffith, the voice of the Eagles, and I'm joined here today by the head coach of men's basketball for Fort Lauderdale, Anthony Anderson. Coach, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you again. Well, actually, nice to see you again. I'm very, very excited to hang out with you because I know it's basketball season when I see you come around.
Well, hopefully I can live up to your expectations that you have for me, because I'm sure you have that in your mind.
Hey, expectations from last year are through the roof, so it's going to be tough because you were excellent last year covering us, and we really enjoyed having you with us.
Well, thank you very much, and I appreciate that. And speaking of expectations, let me just start off with expectations, because last year in your first season, you made the playoffs, despite it being the first year for all those guys, and now with 8 starters coming back, what do you expect out of your team this year, just in terms of expectations?
Well, I tell you what, this group here is special. And when I say special, I mean that because they actually enjoy each other. And the camaraderie is actually really good. And that's usually, it takes a while to get going. And actually they fill each other out. And it's kind of one of them things where you're saying to yourself, oof, I'll be glad when they get past this stage. But no, this group here is a little different, like you said, with having so many coming back and adding more talent to the pot. It's been actually fun. It's kind of like one of those things where everybody's saying I gotta focus every day because somebody will get my spot if not.
And now with these 8 returning guys, I assume you're looking at them to mentor the younger guys or the new guys on the team?
No, it's more or less come to work, do your job, you know, and those guys that are new, they fit in, they'll figure it out, and the coaches do a really good job of helping and explaining things. So it's been competing, no mentoring, more or less. You better come and do your job well.
And now you lost one of your assistant coaches from last season, Chris Vincent, but he brought in a new one, and Warren Gale. What does he bring to the table as an assistant that benefits you and your team?
Well, I'll say this: the one I lost, Coach Chris, Christopher is gonna be really, really good. He's special. I'll miss him. He did a lot for the program, and he did his job well. In rewards, he got an opportunity to move up a level and put some big bucks in the bank account. So he did good. I added 4 new coaches. Coach Juan Urbina is an assistant of mine that was at actually Broward College with me. He'll be my first assistant. Coach Warren Gale will be my second assistant. And Coach Gale has been around the program, been around me for a long time. Looking forward for his expertise. He was one of the best high school coaches around in the area, as well as Coach Urbina. He was just moved to DC for a couple of years, but these are high school coaches that have stepped up and moved on to college, and now they're proving themselves. They can recruit as well as coach at this level. Coach Graham, David Graham, is another high school coach, but he's in the prep school this past year. Another brilliant talent that we're happy to have. Brings a lot to the table in recruiting. He's well beyond his years in recruiting. He can really go get them, which brings a nice package. I've got a great group of coaches who I call gumbo, a little bit of everything that can recruit, and also they bring knowledge to the court, which is awesome. So 3 for 1, lose 1, I gain 3. I'm satisfied. And then also one of my JV coaches, my head coach, Fred Battle, another high school coach that's been around for a while. I brought him in last year, the second half, and he's going to be back with us too. And just to throw in, his son will probably be 3rd pick of the NFL draft this year.
Oh.
Plays for Alabama. But excited, great coaching staff. I take my staff and I can put him on anybody's staff in the state and we wouldn't miss a beat.
And now with the first game of the season just around the corner, less than a week away actually, next Wednesday, going up against Atlantis University.
Hours away.
What is the one thing that your team is improved on, you would say, from last season?
Two different teams. Can't compare them, but I know this, that Atlantis University, I'm very, very familiar with the head coach. Just happens to be my son. I'm familiar with the style that they're going to play. I just know this, going into the first game, we better be able to get back in transition. We better be able to guard somebody, because they're going to present a problem if we don't.
Now, since you're going up against another Anderson, which is, you said, is your son, does that make you familiar at all with what he wants to do, because you know his mindset?
Well, I'm familiar, but I'm not. Everybody has their own style. Everybody takes a little bit from everybody, and I get it. I know this, that they'll be tough, they'll be transition ready, and you better be ready to play for 40 minutes.
And now, speaking of the first game, which is coming up on Wednesday, at a brand new venue, as a matter of fact, the Scott Galvin Community Center, what do you say to the people watching in order to get them to come out and attend a Fort Lauderdale basketball game?
I'm going to say this to everyone. Please come out, bring your popcorn. You'll enjoy the show.
Get your popcorn ready, Terrell Owens, T.O.
No, I'm serious. We have a venue that is a very, very nice venue. We have a DJ. We also have a MC that will keep you entertained. It's one of them things where you're coming to a college basketball game. Come ready. Come dressed to impress. There will be plenty of people. There will be plenty of entertainment. And also, there's a game going on. And for the first game, there'll be a king and queen crowned at halftime. It's homecoming.
So it'll be a real big-time feel, like college atmosphere.
No question. You'll get that feel when you come to our games. Definitely.
Coach Anderson, thank you very much for joining us today, and I look forward to seeing you, and I'm sure everybody else will look forward to seeing you and your guys out on the hardwood.
Definitely. Come out, join us. Bring a friend and enjoy yourself. There'll always be a DJ. There'll always going to be a host, and there'll be fun, and more fun. I promise.
Coach Anthony Anderson of University of Fort Lauderdale men's basketball. I'm David Griffith, and this has been a newest edition of Inside the Eagle's Nest. So long, everybody.